Hey, friends. Welcome to another edition of Let's Talk Marketing here on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. I am your host, as always, Sean M. Smith, the man of the next 45 minutes or more. I would say the hour, but that was the idea behind me saying the next 45 minutes or more, could be less depending on the level of interactivity we have today. If this is your first time checking out the show, I'd like to say thanks for coming in. It's going to be a fun one today. During the month of March here, we've done some Jamboards trying to build out marketing campaigns for fictitious films, current films that are coming to theaters, films that have never existed. Last week, we had a TV show called Poltergeist Murder Bomb 50/50. I don't know where the title came from or the inspiration, but it's there. But here's the hoping you guys can hear me. If you can hear me out in the internet space right off the bat, ping me. Hit me up with a 1. Let me know that you can hear me. I am going to check it out. James, if that's you checking me out and saying hello, I say good morning, my friend, on your coast. It's still afternoon here. And you said a bad word. You lose $1. Put it in the swear jar. Swear jar is over there. Oh, wait, right there. Drop the dollar. Drop the dollar in. That's what we're doing. For those of you that actually saw what we're going to be talking about today, we are going to revisit what I consider the pinnacle of my, hey, Tim, thank you so much for telling me you can hear me. It's a big deal. I want to make sure everything sounds good, sounds crystal clear, because I'm going to be moving back and forth. Ethan's on here as well. Ethan says that you can hear me good. That's rad. It's going to be important today because this session is going to be fun for me. I'm revisiting something that I kind of did by the seat of my pants back at the very beginning of my career. And I can't really say that I knew what I was doing. I was just doing it. So now we're doing it and doing it and doing it well. Like LL said, you represent Queens. She was raised out in Brooklyn, which is not true. Unofficial sponsor for today's show, Sneak Energy Drink. It's a clean, warm one. No, I'm just kidding. It's not clean or warm. It's a wonderful energy drink. Mix yourself and powders. No hard crash. Clean caffeine. Yum, yum. Sneak out of the UK, but they're here in the US too. But I'm staying away from coffee as a result, and no energy drinks. And I've actually been getting by with no headaches. So today we're revisiting Star Wars. And not just any Star Wars campaign. We're going back to the spring of 2008, where we launched Star Wars domestically in the United States, meaning all 6 films at that point would be put upon basic cable concurrently. So episodes 1 through 3, and then 4 through 6. When they got renamed, they at that point never had been on basic cable all at the same time. This is going to be a first. I know what I did at that point, and we'll talk you through those elements of what was done at that period of time. Some of the stuff I've forgotten, and it might jog my memory while we're sitting jamboarding it. But this new stuff we're going to come up with together, and we're going to see what we can come up with and make better. And I think a lot of it seems like it's going to be a really sexy thing for us to do. There's going to be new technology, new verticals available in the space. So without further ado, I say, let's just get into it. Let me give you the backstory that was available still for me, and I'll show you what's going on. How's that sound? Everybody down for that? Give me a 1 if you're ready to get started today. There's a lot of red. Yeah, red is today's show color. Red is today's show color, and it is bursting with life. Bursting with life. Tim gives me a 1. That's my man. James is going to hit me up with a 1. I know it. James is hitting me with a 1. Hit me with that 1, James. Hit me with that 1. Said morning. Man, it's got to be nice to still be morning. Although it's going to be hard to be on the West Coast. Like, it's so beautiful, and there's so much different stuff going on. But, like, I don't know. You're always like, you got to be up early, like, to do East Coast things. Anyway, all right. We'll move on. Oh, hang on. What the heck did I just do? Ethan gave me 1. James gave me a 2. James, you're a wise ass. You're a wise ass. Ethan, thank you. That's what you were asked to do. That's very helpful. Still a wise ass. I love it. All right. There you go. Let's talk marketing number 13. I thought about going with Miami Dolphins colors because Dan Marino is the greatest football player of all time. But I couldn't figure out a way to make the background white and then do the letters, or make the background teal and then go green and orange, like teal and orange. Double swear jar. Plunk. Swear jar. All right, so what I was going to say was I was trying to do some Dolphins thing, and I thought it'd be cute to do it, and then it just kind of didn't come out as cute as I wanted, so I just left it, moved on to another primary color. So if you look at our YouTube channel, like there's a lot of really bold colors. It looks very vibrant, and I have to get back on doing the once a week videos that were recommended to me by Jason Horton to just get on them and do it. So we'll just get on them and do it. All right, here we go. So give me details. So here's what I need to explain. In February of 2007, I actually was working at the front desk of TVT Records answering the phone. And in about July of 2007, I began working in the new media department of TVT Records, which is essentially digital media before they had another idea for a name. Working on all the marketing campaigns for the artists that had albums coming out, stuff that was in cycle. And what ended up happening was we all got laid off in February of 2008. So I immediately walked into this brand new job at a place called Wired Set, and they had the contract for Viacom, so Spike TV, Comedy Central, MTV, MTV2, MTV Trace, VH1. I know I'm missing a lot of them, but I don't think Oxygen is a Viacom, but they had Oxygen's an NBC Universal. We had NBC Universal as well too. Anyway, that part doesn't matter. What matters is that I inherited the Guys channel, so I got a DEA television show, which was like Cops, but it's Al Roker's production company, and I did so well with that I immediately got a quick phone call that this next thing was coming out, and I had to keep quiet about it until it was time to roll. And it was this. I'm gonna blow this up because there's a lot of text here. I'm gonna read the text. So that you don't have to. But basically, in the spring of 2008, Spike rolled out the first basic cable presentation of all 6 Star Wars films. Their strategy was to make a unique or special experience, whether this was the first or 100th viewing. With a nod to Yoda, the campaign theme was actually there is much to be learned. So if you look at the poster on the right here, if you're checking that out, it actually says a guy can only be called Annie so many times before he snaps. That shit made me laugh. We got so many of these posters. I was sending posters out for 3 weeks, just sending posters to sites, to at that point they weren't called influencers. We were calling them they weren't micro influencers. I can't remember what I called them. Anyway, we'll just call them influencers now, but the influencers and stuff. And we were giving them posters just to have them talk about it. Because it's Star Wars, but we wanted people talking about it who normally wouldn't. So like Perez Hilton, we sent him one just because we wanted him to be like, oh my gosh, Star Wars. I love this as a kid, because you were surprised by who was touched by the Star Wars gene or bug or germ or whatever you want to call it. And it was really, really fun. It was a really fun time for me. But let's get back into this. The key element to making the connection was Spike's borrowing illuminating and interesting interstitials from Lucas' library that the network would use to flank the feature. So they were using behind the scenes information to do this. They were putting overlays on the bottom, like kind of like pop-up video, but not in an obtrusive way over the top or bottom of the picture. They were doing it on the sidebars. They were doing more male-oriented ones. So you'd see stuff in the commercials as well. On the sidebars, like on the commercials, like Birth of a Lightsaber, Weapons of Star Wars, and the History of Boba Fett. This is one, Think Your Tattoo Hurt. This is actually these are the 2 posters that I took home. I kept 2. I kept the Annie one, and I kept the Darth Maul one, and both got damaged when we moved from our apartment where we first were married. When we got to the really nice last apartment we had in Queens. These were the 2 that we had, and I had one up on a wall at the other place, and it got damaged really bad. It was such a bummer because there weren't going to be any more. I mean, this is a Star Wars poster. Speaking of which, Star Wars. So anyway, we're back to this. They backed its initial Star Wars flight with a multi-platform, multimedia campaign valued in the multi-millions. It was big. And it had to be, because Lucasfilm was very invested in the idea of, listen, we gave you the rights to be the first place to do this. We want to see reciprocity. We want to see something big in return from you, and not just taking our property and sharing it for the first time. Like, show us that you care about us beyond money. So they did print schedule extension promotion on its own air, which they said here 38%. Like, this stuff I pulled directly off a press release article that was still out there, and Marshall across MTV Network as well. So MTV had a lot of airtime for it because demo wise it skewed at that point 18 to 34. Now, if you see this next paragraph, this is me. Spike's messages can be found on IGM, Maxim, Ask Men, Gorilla Nation Media, and then Star Wars and genre sites like StarWars.com, ForceNet, Dark Horizons. Those were me. Those were placements that I got. That wasn't my most creative stuff. That was remember, I tell you guys every week, like, you're building your basis. You're putting it together, what you need to do for your film, for your project, for your album, for your whatever the hell you're doing. You need to hit all of your bases. You need to cover this one and this one and this one and this one and this one. And these are just covering the bases. You need to have pop culture sites. You need to have entertainment sites, which aren't pop culture. They're two totally different things. They're so close, but different. That's like saying an Entertainment Weekly is the same as a Harry Potter film site. This guy can be a Harry Potter fan. And this guy is a Harry Potter fan, but they're not the same. They're different. You got to treat them as such. And let's see if you're paying attention. Damn it. And the network has massive outdoor effort. The taxi tops in New York, there are 800 of those. That was really cool to see. They took these and made them horizontal. They also put them in the subways. And I worked a campaign with this was the cool, like, out in the out in the wild campaign with a graffiti artist who went out to the subway station and went and defaced one of these posters of, I'll go back up one. No, whoa, I just accidentally saw a word of the week. And that means I'm dead. This poster, the sideways version of it, about the size of this actual PDF here, he defaced it and turned it into C-3PO in gold. It was really cool. But I got on the front page of Dig and read it off front page stuff. So I got a lot of publicity for it. And it was like, it's the kind of publicity you want. It's the being clever thing. I talk about being clever, keeping people on their toes, doing shit they don't expect. Like, you really just need to, like, come up with something clever and, go all in on it. And if it doesn't work, to the extent that you wanted, that's okay, because it worked a little bit, and let's rock and roll, right? Let's just sit here and figure something out that's different. So that right there is the top of my 1,000 subway stops, by the way. I don't know if you know this. That's a lot of subway stops. I mean, they spent a lot on subway stops, and I defaced one, and it was valuable. And then others started defacing them as well, too, but not like that. Mine was cool. Mine was a stencil. So if that all sounds good, if you feel caught up, I want to see some love on the post. Give me some hearts or likes on the post so I know you're here, that you're with me. We're caught up. We're going to jam right now. The jamming is going to be the fun part. We're going to do this together. Everyone like and heart the post. Let's see if we're ready to go. Man, I got to be honest with you. Like, if you guys check this stuff out, it's great. I did a really, like, not ringing endorsement of Sneak Energy Drink like a second ago. Like, definitely need to try it. It's great. Blue raspberry is the flavor I'm loving right now. It's really great. So, all right. Now we're going to take this guy back around. So remember, I am fueled by vanity. What did you just give me? You green-haired guy? That better not be a facepalm. James, that better not be a facepalm. I hope that means you like this thread. I was just saying, like the video. Give the video some love. Give the chat some love. Let's give it some energy. Let's pump this up, because this one to me is my most important for me. This one made my career, I think. And what we're going to do right now is you're going to redefine it in a different direction. All right, jam on. We're going to go over to Star Wars. Star Wars. Star Wars is here. Boom. Jamboard. You guys ready? Let's do this. We're going to dive in. So, as always, I've defined the key 9 elements that I like to work within for the Jamboard when I'm creating the campaign. I look at things like digital PR, which, as you saw a minute ago, when we were looking at the actual deck, talk about outreach to sites like Ask Men, IGN.com, darkhorizons.net. Those are sites that we consider digital PR and outreach. We haven't had a process yet that we've needed to set for that. Now, this time we will, because we're going to define what we're doing differently. Email marketing is here, viral stunts, influencer marketing, which didn't exist the same way that it does now. I love it. I'm such a big fan, and I think you guys need to really double down on what you're doing with influencers. Video, SEO, website. At that part of the agency, I did not handle SEO and website work that much. The websites were usually established already. SEO was handled by another agency because of what my career has become since then and what I've been able to work on since then. I've gotten my hands obviously very dirty in those things since then. So let's see, social media. I mean, that's me. And then paid social. So that's where we're at. It's the whole thing, all 9. So where do you guys want to start today? Anyone have a preference of a place to start? Tell me if you got a preference as to where to start. Star Wars, we're doing Star Wars. We're doing Star Wars. Yes, we are. Star Wars, tell me where to start, guys. Because if you don't tell me where to start, I'm going to start somewhere else. And that's not going to be fun. All right, no one told me. I hate this delay. All right, we'll go ahead. I'll stop being vain. I'm going to start digital PR. All right, outreach with site with film assets to fan sites. What am I going to do? So unlike last time, I didn't have more than posters. Top 5 fan sites get, what can I give them? Exclusive saber. Wait, lightsaber. Let me see how it looks. Lightsaber. Yeah, that way. Top 5 entertainment sites gets no, let's call it a bounty pack with swag. So here, top 5. James, I want to acknowledge here down below that we'll go there next. Okay, I'll go there next. Top 5 Star Wars. We're talking Star Wars. Top 5. So the top 5 entertainment, top 5 fan sites, top 5 entertainment fan sites. Actually, you know what? I'm going to stop. I'll stop there because it's getting expensive. So what we'll do, come on, Smith. What the heck? Star Wars. We're talking Star Wars. This is covering your bases, so it's not going to be as sexy. But what it's going to do is be expensive because it's going to be the type of thing that's going to make someone. It's a digital handshake right now. Not like you guys doing a film or like Double Damn, like you doing a festival. You're not going to have the kind of budget it's going to take to do this. Your handshake, this handshake from you is going to be a press pass. It's going to be if a person comes at a discounted rate, like because they're a juror, it's going to be like deluxe seating at the theater. It's going to be merch totes for all of the grand juror selections. The people that get pulled aside, like those are the handshakes. Does that make sense, James? I just thought of that now. I want you to have that. If you don't already do it, let me know if that makes sense. Star Wars. We're talking Star Wars. It's Crunking Star Wars out of the Star Wars video. By the way, James likes video. James likes video. James likes video. James likes video. All right, so for video, I want to do something crazy. I want, so instead of film highlights, I want gifts. I want a GIF campaign. You're like, what do you mean a GIF campaign? Oops. I want people to create GIFs from the film that we judge in a GIF competition. Repurpose these things. I'm going to repurpose them. Can't spell purpose. Repurpose them for comedy, humor, what have you, and make them up. Star Wars. They're going Star Wars. And for trailers, use shortened versions of original trailer for nostalgia play. Treat all films like 1978 original trailer with wonder. Actually, I want to emphasize this wonder and hope to build from there. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to build wonder. That's what I want to do. Let's just, with wonder. That's what we're going to do. That's what my campaign is going to be. Wonder. We want everyone to have that, just like they said before, like the Yoda video, like first time, 100th time. We want them to have that sense of wonder and joy. That's really what we're going for, and I think that makes sense. All right, so let's go. Yeah, making it smaller. Oh yeah. Wonder. Let's make this small. Good lord, that's the most I've stuffed in for video before. Okay, I think that's a good one. Website. It's not a film. Website. No, just notification / presser on site. Use official channels like social to promote the release with wonder. I'm all in on with wonder. Yes, I'm going all in there. Do you remember? Whew. It's a good one so far. I'm gonna drink a little bit more energy. I gotta ask you guys something. I've never asked you before. Are you ready for this? Which picture is your favorite picture? I'll let you stew on it for a couple minutes. All the pictures you can see. Influencer. So we're redoing this in 2008. Yeah, sorry, I got really distracted by how delicious that is. Website social. Thinking this over. Sorry, guys. I'm getting real quiet because I'm trying to figure this out. SEO, I'll knock this out of the way. Star Wars fan sites will link to notif about release, and social posts will be retweeted. Social currency, social link juice, retweeted as well. Okay, that's a good one. Let's go to influencer. So what are we going to do? Influencer virus. That's email. All right, I'm doing with Wonder. Let's go email. Campaign designed to introduce father, son, first time viewer. The campaign will feature TRU. If we're doing it in 2008, I think we need to have a Toys R Us gift card. Thank you for whoever sent the love up there. That love is appreciated. Every single like, every heart, every share is appreciated. I love it, guys. Thank you so much. It keeps me going. Campaign will feature Toys R Us. If we're doing 2008, this would be Toys R Us. Toys R Us gift cards to buy merch and share the force. I don't know. I mean, I'll be honest with you, it was my sister. She would be sharing in the dark side, but whatever. Everyone's sister's different. All right, so this is where we're at for email. I'll move it down over here so maybe we can see a little better. I'll change the color. There we go. Yellow's a little bit better so you can see it in that section. Paid social website, viral. Star Wars. This here is Star Wars. We here love Star Wars. I really hope at least one of you at home or at work or in the car is doing that with me. Just to know one of you would be like, Star Wars. That would make me so happy to know that you are rejoicing in the beauty that is Star Wars. Again, we're emphasizing the wonder. All right, here we go. So we got social, paid social, influencer, and viral stunts left. So we got 4. Social. I want to do those two together. I want to do this again. I want to handle these two together. These two have to go together. I think these two to go together. I think these two are going to be my linchpin. I haven't decided what I want to do yet. I haven't. I don't know what I want to do, but I'm trying. These ones here, though. These suckers. All right, let's go paid social first. Let's do paid social. I'm going to keep it yellow so I can see. Paid social. Star Wars themed giveaway to build audience list. Prize is trip to Skywalker Ranch. Or lunch with Mark Hamill. Let's just say Mark Hamill. Yeah, let's do that. And I think that's good. I think that would be good. I think I could convince Mark Hamill to do that. I don't know if he'd listen to me, but we'll pretend. Okay, I'll go down the next line. We will see. All right, lunch with Mark Hamill. We're going to tour will be conducted and exclusive, never before seen footage will be shown. Um, Top influencer and top site EG IGN or Dark Horizons will go as well. I did an event after this because things went really well. That we went to the Playboy Mansion, and I had like three different types of sites there. I had IGN, I had LAist, which is like a local neighborhood blog, but they're very big. Obviously, LAist, what's the New York one? Gothamist, and like they're pretty big, and it was cool because you could get that cross section of like the knowledge bases of the people that were there. They can kind of get a feel for what's going on, do their thing. It was fun. But anyway, my point here is, in order to make the experience the most unique it can be and give it the most energy, and get people the most excited to be there, and then give the greatest legs to the material after the fact, get cooler shit. Just get cooler people there. Just everyone's cool. Like you guys are cool. I would bring all of you. Like do that. We're different. We're different people, different experiences, and it makes sense. So let's do that. Paid social advertising that contest, and that's also going to be part of social. So you know what? I'm going to do this. And I'm also going to promote contest across social one time daily on Twitter, Facebook, G. Promote launch time weekly. I think what's more important is a give here. I'm a big fan of the give. And I think that us giving that bit away adds to that wonder that we talked about earlier. That whole 100, the first versus the 100th. It doesn't matter how many times you've seen Star Wars. You want your kid to love it. I mean, the first time my son started watching Star Wars and got excited, like BB-8, and then like R2-D2, and then BB-9E, and then like he just it was a cool feeling for me to be able to share that. So that's why for me, this Wonder campaign, now 42 years old, removed 13 years from when I did the previous version of this campaign, totally different for me. Totally different. My heart's in a different place. Back then it was just, about like, let's get this done. Let's be the best. Oh my God, we're going to get so many placements. We're going to friggin' crush it. We're awesome. And then we're going to go out and we're going to drink and we're going to be so proud and everyone's going to be excited and we're going to go to dinner as a group, like, I don't care about this stuff anymore. shit doesn't matter. By the way, you didn't say it, but I'll put it up again. I'll put the money in the swear jar. Put it in a little bit, then I'll go back to the swear jar. All right, so influencers. How do we want to do influencers? First off, April, March, we need a viral stunt. Well, last time we did a viral stunt, I went on the front page of Dig and Reddit, stumble upon. I got to shoot for it again. So let's oh, nope, not working. Top social networking sites. And in my defense, or to my credit, the only reason I made it to the front page of Dig and Stumble Upon and Reddit and stuff was because I had built myself up to be a top 5% account on Dig. So it was like one in every three articles that I put up hit the top position on Dig. So I'd get 30 to 50,000 hits on a website from it, and from there, someone picked it up and moved it to Reddit. I didn't submit to Reddit, and then from there, someone else put it to Stumble Upon. I didn't submit to Stumble Upon. That's what I got. We counted the viral activity as ours, but yeah, it's basically we started the cascade of stuff. I remember a month and a half ago, we talked about my favorite campaign of all time, which was the Stephen Colbert one, with the Shepard Fairey Vancouver Olympics with him riding the Eagle. Same thing happened. And that was a PDF, a downloadable PDF that went viral with people to download. PDFs, people don't download PDFs off the internet anymore. But back in 2010, I got people to do it. Just saying. Anyway, we're going to social influencers. I got to think what to do with influencers. Who's got an idea for what to do with influencers? Who? Somebody, please. Please have something to do with influencers. It's usually where I can count on, like, I don't know, like Zach or Ethan. Someone throw an idea out. But you crazy kids are super quiet today. That's fine. Totally fine. It's just I'm having a really hard time pulling out a viral stunt. I got one. All right. Naked Cowboy. C3PO and R2. R2. It's just easier to write this. Get dressed to impress and perform in Times Square. Duo play with performers from the cantina. An array of hits and characters from the films are available for free. This is big. Photo ops. That's a big deal because New York, nothing's free. Hey, dude. See, this is why you guys need to contribute, because I literally just did this. I didn't even look. Man, I love your logo so much too, by the way. So, like, I did the Naked Cowboy. I do it in New York City. I can also, actually, another thing I can picture when we're saying this, I can also picture an invasion of someone's neighborhood with the Empire, like pit bulls, invasion of that Walmart in Alaska. You know what I mean? Like, Ethan's quiet today. He's so quiet. So quiet. You are quiet. Anyway, that was a good one. So that look, we could do those sorts of things. We just literally just roll up, literally like a rolling little fake Death Star or a carrier, a fake carrier, and then have the front come down, and I'll have someone walk as a Vader and some stormtroopers, and they can come to the house and then request the person's presence, and then literally like the whole neighborhood would just get it turned into, you know what I'm gonna call this? I'm gonna call this rock the block empire party. I like it, and I think that someone else would fall for that being a good idea. And we could also, and this actually kills off two birds with one stone, because guess what? I think we could actually bring influencers to this event as well. So save money. 2, 3 fave influencers of the person there as well. Like, let's say, Ethan, I get a hold of your Instagram and I realize that like you're super into like woodworking, and I find your favorite woodworking influencer. We do that. We have that guy come, like that sort of thing. That sounds fun. I think that's good. And we did it. I think I did it. What else can we have? Ready? What else can we add? Look at me. Look at me smiling. Look at me, so happy. What else can we add? 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 All right. It's coming down in 3. We'll pull it all the way up for you. That's what we did today. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, it makes me feel so good, man. Guys, I got such a good positive vibe off this one. If you got a positive vibe off this one, I hope you're feeling good too. This was a fun one. This is really fun. All right. Look at me, and also, by the way, you gotta play the Jamboard, man. Jamboard is the jam. Whoops. Hit that. Let's get this stuff here. Got these guys here. Oh, it's so good. All right, we'll come back up to me. We won't make it so jarring. A little bit less jarring to come back into me. Because we still have other things we need to do to wrap the show. Wrap the show. I know you guys are loving it this week, and obviously you're doing an awesome job sitting still, chiming in, putting your stuff out there. But now it's time for something special. It's not scary for you. It's always weird for me. It's words of the week. I'm walking on sunshine. Evidently, my wife put that one because she knows I like to walk around singing that song. And I'm walking on sunshine. Okay, Words of the Week is a portion of the show where my 7-year-old son gets to go into this deck and put in 3 random words that he grabbed from Random Word Generator. I have not seen them yet because he goes into them right before I put this thing live. I don't know what the words are. I did see one before accidentally when I pressed forward, but I don't really know how I'm going to pull this off. But my job is to take these 3 words and use them in contrast to explain them as they relate to my job, my career, or marketing in general. Yay. All right. So let's do the first one, which is brutal. Soprano. I got it. No, I don't. This is brutal. I think the most beautiful voice in any choir is the alto. Um, I think that those mid to low tones hold together the choir. And I think they lend themselves to be the most important of all. But the most beautiful to the modern world would be the soprano, the one that's the flashiest and the one that gets the most credibility or gets talked about the most. I'm going to say that I've worked at agencies where I had coworkers who were the soprano. They were the mezzo soprano, beautiful voice, everyone liked and cared about. And I would be the alto, holding shit down, getting work done, coming with cool ideas and just finding a way to execute, hit all the buttons, get everything done. That's what we're done. It's soprano. I think that's a soprano. I don't know. I tried. I don't know. What did he do? This kid's a monster. Theorist. Simply, I think a person that is vital to a marketing team is someone that is going to not just be a practitioner, but going to be a theorist. They're going to be comfortable putting out content that they love, and they use strong marketing pretense. And I'm trying not to say the word theory to get the desired results. Someone that is using more than just technique, but using strategy as well. A theorist. That was hard. Okay. I'm going to go real short on this one because the longer I'm going, the more rambly it seems. I think this is the first week that I really lost. Linen. Hitting all of the bases like what you do when we're doing our Jamboards and we touch on all 9 elements. It's just like cleaning your linens regularly. No, it is not always sexy. And no, it is not always fun. But it needs to be done. It keeps a campaign healthy. And it keeps things going in the direction they need to go. I hope that one made sense. If you guys think it made sense at all, give me a 1. If you thought that they were a little harder today, give me a 2. I think I'm going to watch this. I'm going to go down here and myself a 2. Myself a 2. There's a Sean. Oh, Sean, you gave yourself a 2. What are you doing? 2. I gave myself a 2. That was hard. Man, I can't wait to go talk to that kid. He picked a hard one. Yeah. I tried. It didn't zap my energy. I had great energy until these 3 came up, and it just crushed me. I couldn't even stay up. Oh, yeah. I know. It almost wasn't fair. It wasn't fair at all. I want to cry. I think I just dripped some down my tummy. Dripped some down my tummy. All right. Well, let's see. Turn this off. I want to mention something. I got this quote. It's like been left here for like a month, and I put it up, and I kept meaning to show it to you guys. So I'm gonna show it to you now. For those of you that are still here with me, kicking ass, taking names. This is the truth for what we're doing. What separates good content from great content is a willingness to take risks and push the envelope. If you're willing to do those things, you can do well. And also, the saddest journey in the world is the one that follows a precise itinerary. Then you're not a traveler, you're an F-bombing tourist. Guillermo del Toro. Both really great quotes. And I literally, I've had a chance to speak to Brian Halligan from HubSpot when I was in Boston. And I never got to meet Guillermo del Toro. I have a signed version of his Strain novel, but it's just what you do. It's just how it goes. Gotta continue on. So here we go. Going back in, we're gonna jam. So where can you guys find me? If you're here on Facebook right now, Sean Michael Smith, on Twitter at Sean M Smith, M for Michael, obviously. On Instagram at S222, on Twitch also at S222. If you're on YouTube right now, please hit subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Always wanted to say that. But I'm Sean Smith 22 right now. I need to get to 100 so I can get the vanity URL that I really want. Podcast came out today. Every week on Tuesday, 7 a.m., my son, 7-year-old son, and I put out a podcast. It's called Potato Salad Marmalade. It is a fun little thing that we do together. We're 21 episodes deep and we're having a blast doing it. So if you guys could just give it a quick support, take a listen, head to the website, potatosaladmarmalade.com, or find it wherever you find your fine podcast entertainment. And as always, I want to talk to you. Let's have a conversation. One time, free consultation, 45 minutes. Let's chat. go.oncehub.com/Sean M. Smith. Schedule some time with me. Would love to sit down, just talk about what you're working on, if there's a fit for where I can help, or if by chance I have a resource where I can point you in the right direction. I'd love to do so. But I just want to get to know you a little better. Love to hear the voices of the people that come to my show every week. Means so much that you guys are here. I don't think you get how cool it is to have people come in to hang out with you while you talk about work you used to do or jamboarding. Next week, we're going to have to figure out something different. There's something different because I'm not going to be jamboarding for a bit. That was March. So we'll find some new ideas and new ways to draw inspiration. We'll find some cool stuff. But that is it for this week, guys. I want to say thank you as always. I'm Sean from Anjin. I am the coolest person in this room. And I would like to say peace out, everybody. And we will talk soon. If you need me for any reason, reach out, Sean at weareanjin.com. Take care, buddies.